Hey everyone, I'm Timmy Scott, and you can tell by the title of this video, I want to talk about Jehovah's Witnesses and their beliefs. Now, I've stressed before in previous videos that I left the cult for my own physical, mental, and emotional health, all that stuff. But what I didn't, I guess, see when I was younger in that cult is the fact of, I guess, their true colors. I didn't see that we would all turn on each other, or at least some of us more than others. The ones who, at least for me, I'm one of the Jehovah's Witnesses. I left at a really young age. I left at 22. A lot of you know that. I should also address, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more future videos like this, turn on post notifications so you never miss a post, share this video with your friends on social media. Anyway, as I was saying, when I had left the Jehovah's Witnesses, again, I had a lot of mixed feelings about it. I didn't really want to leave my family, but I had no choice. I chose that path for myself. Again, I wanted to do it because I wanted to make myself a lot more healthier and put myself in a better mental state. Yeah. Like I said, I've stressed this before in previous videos. So, anyway, what I'm getting at is when I had left, I guess I started to see their true colors, but I didn't want to accept it or admit it, the fact that they would rather be in a cult that lies to them and scams them than to care about their own family members. I didn't see that. I didn't see that until after I had left. I thought we all loved each other, even though there are sometimes family drama and stuff like that, but I thought we all still loved each other. But I guess I was wrong. I guess I was wrong of that. Now, what I'm getting into with this is that growing up since birth as a Jehovah's Witness, not necessarily because I wanted to, but because I had parents that were, growing up as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, one of the beliefs they have, they constantly drilled in their followers' brains, is people that aren't Jehovah's Witnesses don't care about you whatsoever. And I actually believe that. It's drilled so hard into my brain. I believed it. I believed it all growing up, all through high school, outside of high school, after high school, continuously. I believed that. This is coming from the same people who contradict what they say. That, if the outside world isn't a Jehovah's Witness, they don't care about you. When coming from the same people, just because you decide to give up on that belief system of theirs, they shun you. It shouldn't be that way. But anyway, I spent pretty much my entire life believing that. And it makes a lot of sense, because recently, I've been learning the reason I had this first thought priority, unfortunately. And for some of my friends who have stuck around me, even through my hardest times, when I'm feeling that way, a lot of you know, and the first thing that comes to my mind, because of the way I was raised to believe, the first inner thought in my head that comes to mind is, does this person like me? That's not a Jehovah's Witness. Does this person like me? And of course, there is that other terminology. Of course, people, regardless whether you're religious or not, aren't going to like you. You can't stop that. You can't, unfortunately, get them to like you. I get that. But that was my first inner thought. So with that being the case, I believe that. And that's part of a reason sometimes, for the most part, I have a hard time getting close to someone I try to like, or they want to like me. I give off that really off-putting vibe, unfortunately, because of what that cult had put into my brain for me to comprehend, I guess. Yeah. It it gave me an off-putting vibe to a lot of people. It makes them uncomfortable. And again, looking back at it, now it makes sense. Looking back now, compared to when I was younger, I would always get so nervous meeting someone new that isn't a Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, I had a few outside non-Jehovah's Witness friends, or at least I thought I did at the time, that actually liked me for me, but I still had that really nerve-setting feeling because of what was told to me. Now, I want to give a little rundown. When I left and started learning about a lot of other religions, I noticed in Buddhism and paganism, you can look this up for yourself, these two similar religions that carry similar belief systems. They don't believe in hell. Who else doesn't believe in hell? Jehovah's Witnesses. But what they do believe is if you turn away from God or Jehovah as a scare tactic, as a fear tactic, if you turn away from him, then you will be forgotten by him. And I mentioned this in previous videos. That's not what love is. That's not a Christian, if you consider yourself a Christian. That's not what a Christian does. A Christian, or just being a good person in general, is talking to your family just because you want to. Even if they don't want to believe the same thing you believe, you shouldn't shun them away just because of that, or whatever. But anyway. And I've also learned, I started to like paganism a lot, and basically since I left 5 years ago. And I didn't realize that before, when I first started getting into crystals and stuff like that. I didn't realize I started liking paganism a lot. And that came to be my belief. And again, Buddhism and paganism both don't believe in hell either. And that made me realize Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe in that either. See, here's the thing about Jehovah's Witnesses, as I mentioned before. They scam people. They lie to people. Like the head elders, the higher brothers, and ministerials, and all that. They like to steal from other religions and try to make it their own. They try to get people to believe certain things they tell them, or twist certain words in their watchtowers and awakes, and as long as it's within that belief system of theirs, they twist that around just to get people to, they have people believe that. And that's the sad, unfortunate part. They believe that you should shun your family members if they turn away from that belief. But again, I looked at it like this a lot recently, that Jehovah's Witnesses not only are a narcissistic, abusive cult, but they're a scam. They're a scam. If any Jehovah's Witnesses are watching this, and I know a lot of them are, it's making videos like this is an open door for them, but I don't care. It's a scam. Getting higher elders or higher brothers or ministerial servants or whatever in that cult, if they're telling you like these force-fed lies, and you believe that, that's manipulation. I'm a little wary of talking about this still again, because I never thought I'd be making videos about Jehovah's Witnesses and the cult I was in of that and stuff like that. It's a little unsettling sometimes to want to accept the fact that I can never no longer talk to my family anymore just because a cult tells them to. Over even the smallest of sin, they're forced to never talk to them again. But again, I did this for my own mental and emotional health. What I'm getting down to is, again, Jehovah's Witnesses, that cult is a scam. They lie to their followers. They'll tell them anything, and they'll wind up believing it. That's how much mind control they have over them. And again, in a belief system like that, to tell them to never talk to their family just because they've had their own beliefs, it's kind of unfair. But again, I'm glad I left for my own beliefs. It's who I am. I like being who I am. I live for who I am. I actually am, as I mentioned in previous videos, I live in a safer and better environment. I can find my own path, which I have, without getting judged for it, and for who I am, and what I want to do with the rest of my life. I can express my feelings to people without worrying about, just because a cult tells me how to feel, and within that realm of it, and stuff like that. I don't have to continue to be lied to, or whatever. I found my own faith in life. I like being who I am. If I could talk to my family again without religion, and if they actually decided to ever wake up and realize they're being lied to, and we could actually be a true loving family, my blood family that is, that would make me happy. That would bring joy, knowing that they really did leave the Jehovah's Witnesses and it's not set up or anything. But unfortunately, in the meantime, at least in my lifetime, I'm going to enjoy being myself. I'm going to enjoy the people I feel safe around, I feel comfortable. I've been training myself to realize that I don't have to worry about what anyone else thinks of me. I was trained to believe that, unfortunately, worrying about what other people think of me. Because for all I care, for all I know, or remember, sorry, I'm a little, again, still trying to get used to talking about Jehovah's Witnesses and what I grew up in that cult with. Things I remember. I like being able to interact with someone without being told, if they're not a Jehovah's Witness, you can't talk to them. I like being able to live that life. Being able to just talk to someone, not having to preach to someone because I'm being told to preach to that person. Anyway, again, this is just something I've been recently thinking about and stuff like that. The belief, how they take other religious beliefs from other religions and they turn it into their own. I don't want to try to make this into a long video, so this is what I'm going to be left with at the moment. I know I'm going to have, again, ex-Jehovah's Witnesses out there that are going to enjoy watching my video. So if you did, again, don't be afraid to leave a comment. If you've felt that same kind of feeling and concept of that belief system they told you. Anyway, again, sorry for the long video. Didn't really try to make it long. But again, if I had forgotten something that I wanted to say to the video, it'll be in the description. So again, don't be afraid to like this video. Share it around with your friends on social media. And don't forget to hit that red subscribe button. Turn on post notifications so you never miss a post. Anyway, I might make more vlogs like this where I talk about what I went through as a Jehovah's Witness. So, again, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.